Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where today we have, I've got two replays for you. This first one has been sent in by Lego Prybear, probably saying that wrong. First one's by Lego and the second one is by Osair. Now these are two incredible results, but you couldn't get games that are further apart from each other. You really couldn't. And this is where the chaos of this game comes in, and this is where the, I want to say, ridiculousness of this game can come in. So what we have here is we have the M60A2 on Airfield. Airfield is obviously the better version. Nobody seems to like Sunset Coast, so the less said about that map, the better. But the M60A2 is a very good tank. I love the M60A2. Not as much as the K-Tank, the Chrysler K-Tank, but that's a premium, so free to play, tech tree tank. And there you go. That's an ammo rack on the Type 80. So good start to this game. We're 2.5 minutes in, and he's just gone over 4,500 damage. The ammo rack's helped a lot. So Airfield, good map. A lot of people like it. I like it. I've always liked it. But the problem we have is that sometimes the maps in Cold War are just too small, and the team play, it is what it is, and I think that's largely to do with the experience of the players. But there's another ammo rack, so that takes him up to 8,200 damage. He's having a good game. He's having a very good game. But this game is an example of the utter chaos that we can see in this game in general. His team, okay, he's just got himself another kill. It's so fast sometimes. It's so ridiculously fast. And look at the score. His team's only lost one tank. They've only got 5 left. Misses that shot, unfortunately, but there goes another turret. It's just one team completely steamrolling the other. And you look at boom, boom, 2 tanks dead, ATGMs flying everywhere. There goes another ATGM. The BMP-1's gone. They've only got 1 tank left. There he is. He's gone. Boom. It's just boom, 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 boom. And you don't have time to think. And it's just a nightmare. One team completely steamrolls the other. The game wasn't even 3 minutes long. And he did 10,719 damage. And on the other hand, we have a game like this one, which is exactly the kind of game we would all love to have almost every single time. If 95% of the games were like the one you're about to watch, it would be a much, much better play experience for everybody involved. Now, the thing to note is that previous game involved ATGMs. ATGMs will typically do, in Era 2, they'll do anywhere between 800 to 1,200 damage. And when you're looking at tanks that have 2,500 damage, hit points, sorry, or 3,000 hit points, nice spot there, nice range shot with the Hesh. I saw that ammo switch there. So he's got advanced loader on here as well. Good shot. So when we're talking about Era 2, you're talking about bigger hit pools, but you're also talking about ATGMs that have the potential to just take enormous amounts of damage very, very quickly. Now, I do know what Wargaming are planning. I'm not going to say. But I do know that there are tweaks coming to ATGMs that will hopefully eliminate some of the problems that we've just seen. So, 4005 Era 1. Era 1 is clearly the most balanced era in Cold War at the moment. I think hands down we'll all agree to that, because first of all, it doesn't have ATGMs and the vehicles within it are a heck of a lot slower. The fastest vehicle can do 100 kilometers an hour. I mean, another nice shot there. I wouldn't have taken that personally because of the ground level, but RNG is telling him that his shots are going to fly true. The Sigma on his gun is giving him good numbers. Well, he's working with good numbers as far as the Sigma goes. But the fastest vehicle in Era 1 will do 100 kilometers an hour, and it's got a pop-pop gun. That's the 107. So it's not really a damage-dealing weapon. It's scouting. The 101, on the other hand, when it picks a good target, can do a lot of damage. Another nice Hesh round there that finishes off the... I want to say finishes off? No, almost. Hesh round set the 4005 on fire, which again, good use of Hesh. He's firing it at weak armor, basically. So turret of a 4005 will do maximum damage. That's 1400 alpha per shot with the 4005 Hesh. And he's done maximum damage twice in his set of fire. So he's on good damage right now. 4,378. I wouldn't have... yeah, he hasn't taken that shot. But turret again. Put the shot out. 1,500. High roll. Sometimes the enemy team just sit where you want them to. But anyway, yes, the speed of Era 1 is a lot slower. So it means you can have games like this one. Doesn't mean that steamrolling doesn't happen in Era 1. It does, but to a far lesser extent. And you end up with games where, like right now, it's 10 versus 11. This is a much, much nicer place to get the World of Tanks experience. Finishing off the... what was that? The Turan, I believe that was. No, Batchat. Finishing off the Batchat 25T. Again, he's taking shots that I would typically be more cautious with because I don't have that much confidence with the 4005's gun. Although maybe I should put more confidence in it because clearly Osea here is having a very... oh my word. Set the M48 on fire. That's his... I believe that's his second fire this game. And that was a max roll as well. I think that was 14. I don't remember how much he rolled there. But that was a good shot. Again, another one that I wouldn't have taken because I'd be, well, concerned that the shot wouldn't land. The RNG would be a pain. Another, good grief, another very good shot with armor piercing. This... got to hand it to you, sir. Got to hand it to you. You're doing very, very well. And your team, despite your performance at the moment, your team is not... not holding itself up to your standard, I will say. 6 versus 8. There's a 4 hit point something to his right. He's looking for the one shot here behind the house. Peaks. Jeez, the Char 25T. So technically could have been a new player. Shouldn't have peaked that really, knowing there's a 4005 here. But it is what it is. So 4 hit points there. 153 hit points behind him. So he's got a lot of one-shots, which means that you would, in this situation, I would actually consider going for the ram because I'd want to save my shot. But he takes the shot. Okay, he takes the shot. And in that kind of situation, I would be thinking about ramming the target. You trade some hit points. But I'd think, is my 1200 alpha shot really worth 153? Clearly it was. He saved his hit points. It's 4 versus 5. It's a close game still, but it does look as though the enemy team is low on hit points. That 4005 is full health, but the other two that are back there are not. And another thing I've noticed about this gameplay and this vehicle setup is you'll notice that his concealment circle is very much smaller than, well, mine is. So I can only assume he is running a concealment crew, and he's running the camo net, or advanced concealment, I think it's called now. That's what I'm assuming about the crew and the equipment setup, because he's got very good still concealment, or far better still concealment than I would normally have. So the enemy 4005 there is peeking. Is he going to take that shot? He does, and he misses. That was a Hesh round. 3 versus 5. You've got to be cautious here. The friendly AMX has parked up next to him. Okay. Alright. There's a one-shot 4005 there. So there's 2 one-shots. A full health 4005 and 2 mediums that I don't think have been seen. Or if they have been seen, they're still sitting back in the back corner there. Patient. There's the top of the 4005. Is he going to take the shot? No. Wait for it. Is RNG going to say yes? RNG does say yes. You are getting some good Sigma numbers here, pal. Very, very nice. So that's another 1400 taken off the full health 4005, which clocks him over 10k damage for this game. That's an E3. Full health. Almost full health. And, well, they're not full health now. Oh, goodness me. The only downside to Era 1 is you do get the new players, and I suspect that was a relatively new player rushing around, not realising there's a, I'd say 2/3 health FV 4005 sitting behind cover, waiting for him to expose himself, and then obviously take him out. So there's a 37 hit point AMX. It's 3 versus 3. It's not a guaranteed win at this point because there is still big guns left in the game, and Osair here is a one-shot for the 4005. Even if it's only armor piercing, the armor piercing will do 1200 average. He's on less than 1200, so he needs to be careful. 2 4005s left. There's the AMX driving out sideways. That's a relatively easy kill. But now he's got to contend with the 2 4005s that are left on the team. They are both one-shots, 248 and 100 and something. I missed the exact number there. There goes the second to last 4005. The final 4005 is sitting at the back. And in typical World of Tanks console fashion, you're going to see something that just has to happen because it's this game, and this game does that just to annoy the crap out of us for no apparent reason whatsoever. You pull up from out behind cover, aim, take the shot, and the shot decides, you know what? I'm not going to go anywhere near where you aimed. I'm going to fly off. Yeah, you're annoyed. I get it. Because that's why we play this game, isn't it? We play this game so that our shots can go nowhere near where we aim them. What can I say? But there you go. 12,000 damage. So we've had 2 games above 10,000 damage. One was absolute chaos. One was careful, precise, and controlled. The latter being exactly what we want from this game most of the time. So there you go, guys. That is the chaos of World of Tanks console, World of Tanks Modern Armour Cold War right now. That is the state that the game is in. It's either beautifully controlled in Era 1, or it's complete and utter chaos everywhere else. There you go. It is what it is. Alright, that's all I've got for this one, guys. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave it a like, if not a dislike. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one.